Third round of the FA Cup, Liverpool beating Aston Villa 4-1, or should we say Aston Villa's under-23 squad. Dean Smith and his whole first team in isolation after COVID-19 outbreak at the club. This one actually 1-1, not just at the half, all the way to the 60th minute before Wijnaldum gets the eventual game winner. Liverpool added a few more. Stevie, you're chuckling. This was far more trouble than we expected for Liverpool against a totally depleted Villa squad.
Do you know, at 1-1, I think it was about the 60th minute, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I've seen this video a couple of times recently. And it was far from comfortable. It was completely uncomfortable. And you're thinking, my goodness, is this going to be deja vu all over again? Because that's what it felt like. The usual, Aston Villa getting bodies in front of the ball, Liverpool missing chances, corner after corner, shots blocked, you name it. Everything that's been happening in the past 3 games.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the damn bust with the second goal. But I'll tell you, it was uncomfortable.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Shaka Hislop with us. He joins the show now. Shaka, what did you make of the performance here from Liverpool?
Well, I'll be honest. I make nothing of the performance from Liverpool, much the same way I didn't make anything of Spurs' performance against Brentford. For Aston Villa, though, I enjoyed the celebrations around the goal, where, well, the build-up to the goal and then the celebrations, where one 12-year-old turns Jordan Henderson in midfield, plays a ball into the channel for a 14-year-old who outruns Williams and scores. By the way, I think I could beat Williams in a foot race now. And then, on the back of that, when they come out for the second half, they still celebrated the goal. I thought that was the best thing I'd seen for a long time. It just shows the kind of purity around the game that sometimes we forget. Yeah. That part I enjoyed. Other than that,
Louis Barry, the goal scorer there for Villa, 17 years old, so not quite 14.
Yeah, right. He was 14.
Hey, Jan, you're with us. You got to speak with Jurgen Klopp after the match. You work for a television network. Did he yell at you?
No. He was happy. He was seeing that as a relief. And I think that it just shows you that Jurgen felt he was a bit more, under pressure. He wanted to win here. And I agree with Shaka in one thing. It was fantastic to see the young kids. I also interviewed young Barry, and it was like unbelievable. I've been a fan all my life, and then I play for Villa, and then I'm scoring against Liverpool. It's unbelievable. And he was there on his shirt, and I agree, he looks like he's 9. And he was just gluing, and he said, remember, and he said, well, Fabinho just gave me a Liverpool shirt, and I kept it. But I take something out of this game. Because this is what football, let's never forget where we are all from. This is a dream come true. Yes, it was because of COVID. Yes, it was because of 10 players had a positive test. But can you imagine these boys? Barry came from the Barca Academy. These are not bad boys. This is good boys, talented boys. And for once in their life, they could play against the reigning champion of England. This was amazing. And the way they celebrated, and Klopp just said after the game, and when they did that attack, that Jamie Wardy who scored that goal. He was so good in front of the goal, young Barry. So I think it was great to watch. But I agree with Steve. At 1-1, I was thinking, are we going into extra time here? It's minus 10 degrees. Don't give me that.
Yeah. Villa's a great story. I don't want to take anything away from that. But let's focus in on Liverpool here, because you said it's something that you've seen coming over the last 3 games in the Premier League where they were winless.
Yep.
Their front 6 here was pretty much first team outside of Minamino, and they weren't breaking down this Aston Villa U23s. That has to be a concern moving forward.
Yeah, and I think the reason that they were all playing, particularly Salah and Mane, was to get on the score sheet, get some goals. You know, you basically got 6 first-teamers, in my opinion, of the starting 11 in this side, and that tells you that Klopp wanted and had to win this game. Yeah. Listen, I don't care who you're playing against, whether they're 9-year-olds, 10-year-olds, when you've had a run like Liverpool have had, it's all about winning the game. And winning games and scoring goals makes a difference, regardless of the opposition. Now, unfortunately, it didn't quite work out. Right. I was thinking, you know what, you got 6 starters in, get the game won, take 3 off, get everybody else on. But didn't quite turn out that way.
What'd you make of the 11 from the jump? Because when we first saw the 11, you were scratching your head a little bit. Now that the game has played out, did you see it differently?
Yeah, as I said, I thought
we've heard a lot from Klopp just in recent weeks about needing more rest, about how much his players are being asked to do.
Well, there's a balance between needing rest and needing a win. And there's no question, after the last 3 results, Liverpool needed a win. So it was worth playing players for a longer period of time than he probably wanted to. And so that's why he did it.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.